Papa. He's so fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to Connecticut Housewives.
And Housewives of Connecticut.
So I'm Nubia, and
I'm Adwoa.
so we're coming to you with another episode of What Do We Do in Our Week? Updating parent care. What else do we talk about? Gardening.
Hurricanes and vacations and weddings and such.
Raising children, marriage, and oh, so I wrote myself a couple of things on my list today. Oh, and I'm not trying to misappropriate or anything. I actually do love head wraps and scarves. I'll take off the orange one though, because that one was just to lay these gray hairs down that don't like to they don't like to listen. So I just try and put a little bit of moisturizer or whatever on them, and then try and lay them down a little bit so they're not like taking over the show. You know what I'm saying?
Looks amazing. Amazing, Holly. We're outside waiting for the van to come.
Oh wow.
Didn't drive today. Yeah, so I didn't drive today. So we're sitting here waiting.
Really? You mean you didn't drive all the way
to the van?
Oh, what you got in the van with him?
Yeah, I drove to the rehab, the skilled nursing, and I rode with him in the van.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that a little bit more peaceful?
Actually, it is. With the exception of if you need to break free to do anything, it's not always possible. We're doing some soup from the hospital right now. This soup is really tasty.
Wait, so that means that you just had, within that last 30 minutes of me talking to you, you just had his appointment?
Well, that's funny you should say that, because we arrived at 8 o'clock, 8:03
a.m.
And use a spoon in your pocket, Papa. Use a spoon. Getting a little sip on right now. But so we've been here since 8:30. I'm sorry, 8:03. And
AM Texas time. AM Texas time.
AM, absolutely Texas time. Yeah. So we're just sitting here waiting for the van to arrive. Figured I'd warm our father up outside, seeing that it's umpteen degrees out here already. Let's see.
And probably he was probably freezing inside the hospital.
Oh, I brought a fleece jacket with him, so that way he's not like totally freezing. So.
Right. Right. So let me also start off in the first. Oh, hi. We have two people on. I can't see who they are. Let's see. Would that mess me up if I click on that? I can't see who you are just yet, but it'll pop up if you type something in the comments.
I just love that shawl, though. That is so beautiful. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, good. Sounds like.
Am I on the wrong channel? Am I on the wrong channel? I got the wrong channel. The wrong person sent me the link. So let me just say, in honoring my husband, today is his naming day. Naming day.
Happy birthday.
So not saying that we'd have any scholars jumping on our live, but if there's anybody out there that's a scholar, and I know we've had this conversation before, if our girl, daughter of the Most High, pops on, it's so hard for us to not say the word birthday, but nowhere in the Bible is the word birthday in there. And then the times that they did celebrate birthdays, there were two heads being chopped off. There were heads being chopped. So nothing good happened at birthday bashes. So we call it naming day because it was the day that he was his born day and the day that he was named. And even though lately I've been reading that in scripture, during the holy times, that male babies weren't actually named until the 8th day. So I don't know, just putting out some gems, some little gems up there. So anyway, yes, he's in his 60s, and I'm not far behind him, but I don't have to say I'm a female. I have to say how old I am. Because if Grandma Taylor, Grandma Turner, and Nana was around, Aunt Lorraine, all of them, none of them said their ages. They never said their ages, and it wasn't because they weren't grateful. It's just because they just didn't do it. They just didn't do it.
Okay,
So
but
anyway,
we've already discussed it, but we're going to leave that one alone. Yes, I agree. I'll
but
agree
if
to
they want to
disagree.
know,
Or agree.
if they want to know, then they'll have to go back and watch 2 videos ahead. They'll have to go watch three
Behind.
episodes back, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 episodes back.
Good
So that
answer.
was one
Good
thing.
answer.
So that was one of mine that I wanted to. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 things I want to discuss. So before I go to my next thing, what do you want to discuss besides you're waiting for the van after Pop's appointment and then he's heading back to the nursing home? So yeah, so
So it's only been 3.5 hours. It's 3.5 hours. We arrived at I arrived at his place at 7 something in the morning, just to make sure that they didn't like send him off. About 7:15 ish, you know. So we it's definitely a long day, and our father is chowing down on that soup.
he's gonna
Yeah,
sleep
man.
good tonight. You're gonna sleep good tonight.
Oh,
So
oh.
so when I called you to remind you of our appointment for today for the live,
Yeah.
So the doctor saw you right after that,
The doctor
or you were
saw
waiting for
the
the van?
we were talking to the doctor. So we saw the doctor before you and I called, and then we saw a different doctor because she has to fly out. She's busy doc. So she had to fly out. We saw the I guess you want to say assistant doctor or the second her second, you know, to see him and to confirm everything that the Dopplers and all the ultrasounds showed. So
Okay.
he's got an appointment in another 6 weeks. You know, they keep, and I have great news. I remember I told you that when he had that last surgery, the bypass, the second bypass was closed off, and they had to go back in and do another surgery to open up the bypass. Well, the blood is flowing.
You know what?
God
I
is
tell you
great.
what. I know that our Father believes in our Heavenly Father, but I'm saying
Yes,
this man is a walking miracle upon miracle upon miracle
yes,
upon
yes.
miracle upon.
I mean, uh,
I
heart
mean,
attacks and
seriously,
strokes and everything else. I mean, come on, bypasses and this, that, and the others. Come on, God is great, right? Oh, daughter of the Most High's on.
hey, we were just
Salama.
talking about you.
Hey,
Salama.
lady.
Salama. Hey, ladies. Hope all is well. All is well. Um,
Blood is flowing. We have pumpage of the
but
blood. Thank you, Lord.
not only is our Father's blood flowing, but we always just know that the Father, our Heavenly Father, that blood is just flowing, man. He's just increasing
Amen.
and doing miracles and all those type of things.
That's it.
So y'all can jump in at any moment and get some of this blessing. You can get some of this blessing right here, just in Jesus' name. Just
In Jesus' name.
yes,
Blessings upon
yes,
blessings.
yes.
Yeah,
She
so
said,
he's
"All praises."
enjoying.
She said, "Glad to see and hear Pop is doing good." Yeah, do a flash on Pop.
Yes, yes.
He's out enjoying the scenery. he's out. I'm minding my own business right now. I'm enjoying this soup.
Yes, yes, indeed. Hello.
So we talked
So we
about.
talked about that.
Go ahead.
So we talked about doctor's appointment. He's got one coming up in 6 weeks. So that's the good news. So what I didn't have a chance to tell you about, what do you want? Do you want to talk about the vacay, the wedding slash vacay, or do you want to talk about my last doctor's appointment yesterday? It was to see a neurosurgeon pertaining to my neck and my back.
Good
So I actually saw the neurosurgeon. It's been a long process.
for yourself. For yourself.
Me to survive, not only live but thrive. Even though I have, there's pain. I'm not worried about that part. Bless me to be here on the earth to get ready to see another rotation for my naming slash birthday. So it's a miracle. We have miracles working through this family. So accident last year, August. Not a great one. I shut down the whole highway for about an hour, 2 to 3 hours. But I'm still here. I actually was not in a vehicle to vehicle accident. And actually lifted up a modular home on the back of its truck, and it actually hit the signs above head signs and tore down the whole entire structure. Standing on the highway, guess who was riding on it? This lady. The whole structure wrapped around the car that I was actually in. Brand new borrowed car from my car dealership. They were fixing mine, and so let's just say a 2024 Lexus, brand new. I think I barely had 20 miles on it. Well, 10 miles on it, gone total. But I'm here. God is great. So back to the neurosurgeon.
And you were in, like you said, you were in a rental car at that moment, right?
Yes, it was actually a borrowed car, a brand new borrowed car from the dealership. So I guess they were trying to get me to buy, give me let me have a feel of the brand new car, and stuff happens. I was talking to the Lord on that one with my both feet on the brakes, talking to Jesus. Yes, William Fisher, I'm coming with you. Okay, so I'm going to carry you too.
Okay. All right. So while she's packing him up on the van, so I wanted to show. Go ahead. While you do that, I have some new books that I got in, so I guess you'll have to rewind so you can see.
Okay.
But one of them is, so I'm gonna jump to the fact that we were doing a challenge that we mentioned last week, and so far I'm actually down 5 pounds. I mean, you and I, it's like down one, up two, or up two, down one, and I actually am down 5 pounds. So I am so elated, and that's been just since July 1st. So yeah. So, and say again. Now I it sounds like she's stopping. I can still thank you for the congratulations. I can still hear her. We can still hear each other, or we're talking over each other once I listen to the recording. So how about you? How are you doing on the 5 pounds up, whatever down, whatever?
My scale's upstairs because my grown children asked for it when they were up there, and I have not been on the scale since we last talked. So more to follow on the next Tuesday.
So what I've learned, I'm gonna plug my phone in so it won't die. I don't know how much time I have left. What I've learned is that when you measure, even though some people think it's annoying, when we do measure, either weekly or daily basis, it helps us to keep track. So we know whether we either ate over or ate under for the day before. I'm plugging my phone in. So that's why I keep track, and I try and do it either the same time every week or the same time daily. Once a day, like early in the morning when I first start off.
Right.
So this is my old stand, which this is the old stand.
Oh.
So I just got a new stand. It was like I didn't know if it was going to come but $9 is not bad for a stand. So here's the box that it came in. I'm like, okay, that's kind of big for one stand. So the one I'm sitting on right now is a pink stand, and it also came with a black one. Ta-da!
No way. What?
So the only difference
is you have to let me know.
I guess
the name after.
Yeah, I got to start. Does it lift up? It goes that way. This is what happens when you're not, when we're over a certain age and we're trying to figure. Oh, it does go up.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is
okay. So now I got to figure out how to lift the one that, well, you know what? I'm just going to switch it and put my phone on this one. Let's see here.
Everybody buckle up for safety.
Buckle up for safety. Oh, of course, the plug just came out of it. Yeah, I have to say thank you to Daughter of the Most High, because she just be hanging with us. We don't be knowing what we're doing. And she shows up again the week after. So I love it. And then everybody else is kind of popping in and out. Huh? Hey, she popped back there. Okay.
So she says congratulations, by the way, Sharika.
I did say.
Nubia.
Yes, I did say. So I have my laptop over here and my phone over here. So this is the pink one. Cute, huh?
Oh, that's real pink.
So I thought they made me think that it was all going to be metal like this, and it's not. You know, and this is cute. Look, the petals kind of go up and down here.
Oh,
Boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
this,
So,
this, this, this.
the funny thing is, my daughter has a few favorite people that she watches on YouTube. We're not on her list yet. We're not on her list yet, but but I like
Just
watching who she watches
not to
because
ever
the
be on
younger
the list
people have
because
all these great ideas and stuff like that, and they do innovative stuff. So she watches one of these two girls, and their sisters also, and they just be talking, chit chatting, going through the house, doing gardening stuff, posting stuff, and they got thousands of followers. So I mean,
high five. Mhm.
high five, it's working. So
Yeah, high five.
say go ahead.
It's working. We do it for fun. So if we get some, yay. If we don't get, well,
You know. So she says, my little sister, when she was 3 years old, would say, "Safety first." Yes, buckle up, safety first. Yep.
Second appointment.
oh no, this is it. Second appointment?
What would be?
Oh Lord, I gotta. Yes.
What?
So we have an appointment. I forgot about.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hopefully they'll see him because we are like late. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna. Can you stand by when we go? Because they're gonna. They probably won't take him.
No what?
Well, let's go, and I'll go in and see if they'll accept.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Crap.
So the
It's
so the
like
goal for my 5 pounds. So the goal for my 5 pounds is drinking two cups of water. This holds approximately 2 cups of water, and drinking 2 cups of water almost every couple hours to get in 16 cups per day.
Okay.
So you guys are heading to the next appointment and to see if they'll take you or not, him or not. Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what else what was the next subject you wanted to talk about? Besides the fact that you're getting excited about going to a wedding, a closed
So
wedding, you're going.
neurosurgery.
Was there? So you need. Okay.
Suggesting that I checked him in three. I got multiple herniated discs and bulging disc, and the same thing with my lower back, but not tighten, but a different procedure for my
Mm-hmm.
right away, which is kind of exciting. And when I went into the my I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go here and let them tell me this, that, and the other. But if it can relieve me of some of this pain that I have every day that keeps me from sleeping well, I might just do that. You know. And
So I know.
so
So I'm not. I don't want to. I'm
right.
not belittling the fact that they say surgery, but girl, this stuff has been working for my shoulder. I shouldn't even be posting it because not like we're gonna get any link or anything for it. But just take that. Not you, but not just you, but other people. If you have a minor
Mhm.
aches or pain, man, I've been putting it on my knee, my left knee, my shoulder, and everything like that. And I was able to go out there and at least swing the golf club on Sunday when I was
Nice.
playing golf with the other female veterans.
Mm-hmm. Is it hooked? Okay.
Is the van moving? Yeah, or are you still sitting still?
No, what, no, Pop, you just had soup. Your father's asking for snacks. So, like, just had a full bowl of soup.
I think sometimes he sometimes forgets that he just ate.
I know, right?
Got to carry some walnuts in your purse for him. I keep hearing about the benefits of walnuts, even if it's not a ton, just a couple. Walnuts and almonds. Got some 99-cent almonds. She looks like she's frozen, so hopefully she'll jump back in. What are these? Natural almonds. Oh, so
Ooh.
you gotta carry some almonds and some walnuts in your purse for daddy.
And I actually have some at home, too. Does that say 99 cents?
I got that from the what's that store? It's called
Dollar Tree?
it's called NSA. I call it the Negro Spanish Association.
Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
It's
You
the
know the
NSA store. That's the
email
only way I can
photo?
remember it. That's the only way I can remember it. NSA, Negro
Uh,
Spanish Association.
okay.
Hey, we're getting older. I got to remember things the way I can remember it.
Hey, do what you gotta do, girl. I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So look, I'm just showing products today. So I showed the castor oil. I
Yeah.
showed there's almonds. I had walnuts,
Yeah.
and I showed the stands.
Hmm?
What else did I want to show? Um, okay. So I bought. So you know how you and I have been talking about mucus and
Mhm.
how we know mucus is like one of those. It's like the main thing going through our body. And of course, I've been reading that it is good for our bodies. As females, we need it for excretion and all that kind of stuff. But
Mhm.
the overproduction of mucus is what causes.
Ooh.
Because I'm not as congested as I was last week.
Mhm.
So I just I purchased a book. I won't show it. People have to go and look it up on their own, and consult their doctors, of course, because we're not any kind of doctors or nutritionalists. Also, if our cousin is watching, the one we had on about the health things, uh,
Yes.
we need to have her back on. I have learned how. I had a class on Yard Stream. I think it's called Yard Stream. And if she's watching or jumping, and I want her to know, we haven't forgotten about her. We do want to have her back on. But I'm StreamYard. It's called StreamYard. So once I learn how to do StreamYard, then I'll be able to have you, myself, and her pop in and then show her slides and let her do a slideshow. So that's what I'm learning. And again, I have my class this afternoon. I keep going to.
Mhm.
They got a grant through the veteran, whatever. But I'm like,
Mhm.
can y'all teach me something I don't already know? I'm not trying to be funny, but I keep showing up to support the class because they got to have a certain amount of bodies in the class to get that grant.
Oh, that's all right.
And then, you know, what is daughter
Mhm.
of the Most High saying? I was just thinking, rub with some castor oil before she had showed up. Castor oil has healing properties. Yes, it absolutely
Yeah.
does have healing properties. Yep.
Mm.
Because honey, I be look. And before I rub it on my body, I'll pour it in my hand and look. And I'll ingest it. You got to make sure that you have one that you trust. But
Well, I think just
yeah.
start going as opposed to
Yeah. Well, especially when I had a little bit of a sore throat, I put it in my hand and I didn't lick it. But yeah,
Okay.
so there are books out there on how to decrease mucus. Oh, so you get ready to run in?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead and
Yeah.
run in. Well,
I'm gonna run in there and see if they'll take them first. That way you don't have to unhook them up and unhook them to. Okay. Okay.
all right. So you're running
Yeah, I
in.
got running in. Find out whether he's late. So
Or
I mean, like,
just you don't have to hold the camera to your face if you don't want to. I don't want the doctors them to be all squirmish.
okay, yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just gonna keep it like this.
All right. So we'll be silent. We'll be silent watchers and silent listeners.
Oh, I have to go all the way down this long hallway, so we have plenty of
Oh,
room plenty of time to chat it
okay.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you about the book of is recommending what foods to eat, what 17 foods to eat so that you can decrease the mucus in your body. And I'm feeling much better. I tell you what, that cough that I had was lingering for a very long time after we came back from
Yes.
Jamaica. But
Right.
the wedding, yes, we get ready to go to.
I might lose you because I'm inside the VA. But yeah, you.
Oh, I was saying the wedding. I said, tell them about the wedding.
Oh my goodness. So let's just say that hurricane has wreaked havoc on the location that I'm actually going, and
Stop.
yes.
No way.
So the resort is intact. Quote fingers. We haven't heard anything from them so far, and keeping in mind that some places have no connection as far as ability to communicate. So there's that. But I was staying in an Airbnb prior to going to the resort just to have more time to myself, and I don't want to say that they're wiped out, but there has been zero contact to the point where I got a little nervous because I only have X amount of time to be able to cancel. So unfortunately, I went ahead and canceled that. So I'm still in the process now of scrambling to see if I can, you know, still go. You know,
So what?
well, I'm still going. My tickets already purchased. You know, the trip is already paid for. Got the reimbursement for the other portion, and I'm going from there. So
Oh
if I
my
have to,
goodness.
if I have the island hop, it's gonna be very interesting. So I cannot wait to let you
Like
know.
my daughter said that they would rather live under a bridge in Paris than live.
I said if I had to live on the beach for 6 days, again, hey,
Just be careful. Just be careful. Keep us on live. Keep us
Thank you
on.
very,
If
thank you
anybody
very
gets close to you, it's like I'm on live. People are watching me. You better be careful. That is so
Okay, so,
crazy. That has been planned since like January, February or so.
yeah. So I gotta say his social. So I'm going to pause for a second. Stand by. I'm not gonna say it. Hopefully you can
Okay.
mute me. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, mute yourself.
Oh, hang on. Let's see how you do that.
Okay. Okay. hmm Can't hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay, so while she's doing that, um, I won't show you the book, but you can. There's so many different books and stuff like that are out there, that talk about. We've all heard of Dr. Sebi, so I'm just gonna throw his name out there. The Dr. Sebi diet. Um, and then there's so many books that are written by his family. And go ahead. Um, and well, not by his family. I hope that his family that they're getting credit for all these books that have been written in his name. So there's someone, easy ways to stop smoking, and they're using Dr. Sebi's name for smoking, for acid reflux, Dr. Seb for asthma. And what I've been learning is that it's very important to have your body alkaline. If your body is higher alkaline than it is in acidic, then you have less disease in your body. So the more acidic your body is, the more susceptible you are to disease. And again, I'm not a health, no degrees in health or nutrition or anything like that. Just from my readings and my studies. And I look like she's gonna pop on any minute here. He's and actually Dr. Sebi himself was not like an actual doctor that went to school for it. He just learned what he learned from studying and living it and from helping other clients and patients to work through their issues. So that is that. So that's what I've been doing is trying to cleanse according to Dr. Sebi's guidelines. And I do have a book. Again, I hope that all these people who have all these books written in his name, with his name and his picture on their books, in his likeness, hopefully they contacted his family and got permission because they're making money off of his research, which I know a lot of people do that, but hopefully they got permission. So here is this really big book that I have. So it does say Dr. Sebi Bible. Again, I'm not showing the person's name. You got to go to Amazon and do your own research. But the book is so
you weren't
thick.
going to show it, but okay.
Well, no, that was another book. That's another book that I wasn't going to grab. Anyway, so a shorter version. But anyway, I mean, it's not like we're getting paid for it, and I'm not trying to get in trouble for sharing other people. So I like to read the information myself and then do your own research. But again, like I said, I've been in the MOVE program with the military that was longer than 8 weeks. And they it was annoying because every week they wanted you to post your weight or post and have you lost what is for the week or from a scale from 1 to 10, what is your motivation? And so after a while it starts to get noticed annoying, especially if you've gone down 1 and gained 2 or up 2 gain 1, whatever. So the fact that, like I said, that I'm down 5 is very exciting. And that's just from wake up in the morning, eating peaches, pear, apple. I have a smoothie every day, but I at least start off with the peaches and the pear and the apples. And they also said if you're doing that you need to take again, I'm showing all these things from Amazon, we're not getting no credit for, but some form of B12, which I got from mom. She was the one that told me that. So if you're not eating meat on a regular basis, like for right now, this month, I'm trying, my best not to, then you need to take some kind of B12 supplement. So, and so are you waiting for them to come back and say that he has an appointment or?
Yes, because he's like really late. He's supposed to be here at 11 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Yes. So if they take him, then it's going to be a miracle.
Yeah, but you were also at the other appointment. So kind of compound these appointments, right? And you can't jump from one place to another. I'm back on mute.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go get him now.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to go back down the hallway real quick and
All
get on
right.
my.
So
Out.
now while you're doing that, you said so you wanted to talk about your doctor's appointment, the wedding, and then you said the hurricane. So what else did you want to say?
See, oh, my garden. Can I just say, I don't know what's been going on with me, but I've really been neglecting it. And at this point in Texas, there's no way neglect is going to be allowed. I had one pepper fall off. It was half green and half red. I've got 3 hanging on. Like, are you serious? Can you just water me like now? Kind of thing. So they're trying to survive, but everything is like
And
kind of.
if it's hot in New England, I know it's hot. It's like
Yeah,
Hades. It's
so if
like
you don't
Hades.
water,
It's like Hades in Texas.
oh, so long story short, I know I don't want to go there. If it's hotter than this, no thanks.
So daughter, I love it. Daughter of the Most High said cucumbers have B vitamin. I love to hear that. I love to hear it. And I just got 3 new cucumber plants. Remember I told you to send me the seeds?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not throwing no shade. Throwing no shade in Texas because there ain't no shade in Texas. but I do have. So yesterday, I finally went out and bought 3 new cucumber plants. So they're the leaves are already established and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can just put them in the ground and get them going. And what else did I get? Oh, and I got a citronella plant.
Ooh.
For mosquitoes.
Yes. Definitely need about 10 of those. So, boys, lots of going ins and going outs. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I said thanks for the cucumber tip.
So how far are we as far as ministry now?
Well, we're 31 minutes in.
Wow.
And yeah, so so here's my list of things that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And so we talked about naming day. We talked about doctor's appointments for Pop and his updates. Next appointment in 6 weeks. I showed you my new books. Girl, I ordered one more new book to go with my Green Book Preppers collection.
Yes. I got one of those.
And this one I already have one on ancient remedies, but this is another one. It's called Revived. So shows cute little pictures of yeah.
All right.
Eucalyptus.
Oh yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So this one's a little bit different. It gives you the region where it's from, the ancient uses, modern research, side effects, and parts used. So, in case of an emergency, I'm going to have these bad boys wrapped up and put into a already to go case. It's like that's the emergency kit with all the medical information. Via book.
We've been making a little container ourselves, a tote. Get that tote ready, right?
I love that. Yes, cucumbers rich in vitamin B12. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And that's funny because let me see. Are these in alphabetical order? PQR.
So is that B12 really working for you?
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I'm not sure if we talked about last week. This is my blood work. I still have not gone for that blood work for the military.
Ooh. Yeah.
So I need to go and maybe I'll do it. Wake up tomorrow morning or go to this afternoon. Walk in and see if I can get an appointment for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wait, I think that they close at certain. It's weird now because I used to just be able to walk in, but now they want us to make appointments.
What?
Yeah.
For lab?
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. They give you like a little window.
Yeah,
they say they give you a appointment for a day, but you can plus or minus as long as you do it before your appointment and 48 hours before your appointment.
So while you're doing that, how it's like sometimes you don't know whether to say this or not, but so with me being on the Dr. Sebi trying to get rid of my mucus, I got up this morning and my husband and I went for breakfast because he has to be to work, he leaves for 12:30 for work. So 2 days ago, I read that I should have some grape juice, probably with low sugar, and some prune juice on this Dr. Sebi thing. So I kept forgetting to I didn't leave the house, so I wasn't able to get the prune juice and the grape juice. So this morning, girl, I took that prune juice, went to breakfast, get some steps in before we get. He's like, "What?" I said, "We gotta go. We gotta get in the car. I gotta." So, the point to this lesson is don't drink prune juice and go to the store or go have breakfast. Like, yeah, stay home, people.
Yeah.
So, and then he's talking to me and holding the conversation. I'm like trying to run to the car and get to the door. I almost snatched the keys out of his hand to get to the car fast, right? So I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. I need to concentrate. Like, can you just? A good thing is that we're only like 5 minutes from home,
Yeah.
But anyways, what's that? What they say? Too much information. What's that? What's that? Say again.
TMI.
Yeah, that was a TMI moment. So yeah, you're welcome. So she's there. This is live, people. She's there with my father at his appointment, and I'm sure that at some point she'll have to turn off her camera again, or at least turn off the volume because of HIPAA.
Oh yeah.
So we completely get that. So 36 minutes in. So let me tell you, I talked about the health, no longer congested. How's the stairwell update? What about the stairwell update?
Okay, so they came to the house on last Tuesday. You saw them putting it in.
Of course.
They put it in, and then I kind of complained that it stops directly at the top of the stair, and then Pop has to turn the seat around. And I'm trying to avoid any kind of,
Accidents.
accident, right? Safety first. And I'm on your left. On your left, miss. Thank you. I want to get you with this wheelchair. So I had them take out the top two and see whether or not they're going to approve it to wrap around up top, away from
Got
the
you now.
top.
Now I
Yeah.
understand. Because last week I wasn't getting it, but I get it. I do get it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Because that would be him having to. That would almost defeat the purpose, right? Okay, she
yeah.
must have one. Oh, yeah. So, I guess the other thing so I talked about health, no longer congested, the challenge, 5 pounds down, peaches and pears and apples. I would love to know how easy is it for daughter of the Most High to get peaches and apples and pears. That's what I've been eating for breakfast.
Oh,
She told me that was too much. She said it was TMI. Yeah, too much information. That's funny. Okay, and then we got the stairwell update. So we'll have to see how that turns out. You have to show us a picture of it next time.
absolutely.
Maybe next Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday you'll show it. You can sit in and go up to the top though, right? Or do they? It's not.
Right now, you can sit in it and go 3/4 of the way up because they
Oh,
took the top rails to
uh-huh.
modify it. They said it's
Yeah.
going to cost 3 times the amount it would have cost just to put the thing in. So
Seriously?
hopefully I'm praying that the assistance of the assistants will be able to accommodate that. If not,
That the
go
that
ahead
the
and come
assistants
on
will
back and
still
put
be
those two in.
that the assistants will still be assisting.
Yes, facts.
So
Yeah.
the last thing I wanted to talk about was I have been on this kick. Okay, so it's kind of embarrassing to be a Christian and to say that you watch Bridgerton because the theme, the clothing,
Mm,
so I like the theme, the clothing, the castle, what all that is so glamorized, is so beautiful. But then just the raunchiness of even when you're married, you don't want to see everything on the screen. And then you have grandchildren. I would one day love to be able to watch it with my grandchildren. I think I'd have to
yeah. No.
re-edit it and make my own version of it, like cut out some scenes and then
I promise you, because I
I,
was really looking forward to it also. However, comma, when you see the content in the second season,
and
it's
you
not
never
really.
know when it's and you never know. It was the first season. What are you talking about? First season, couple episodes. What you talking about? But
Mm,
and so then I went from there, and I love that time period, and I love how she is so she's so her writing group is just so smart and eloquent. what about leaving something to the imagination? But then there's a lot of her audience that complain that there's not enough of the raunchiness. So you just can't, it seems like nowadays there's an agenda to click off this box. If you want to have a movie that supposedly is a gangbuster hit, then you have to have this, you have to have this, and you have to have that. Like just click, click,
Well,
click, click.
it's a shame because they were already doing extremely well, and just when you think it can't get any more
Explicit.
immoral,
Yeah, immoral. Yeah.
it does. So that was a disappointment.
So
You know,
so I
I know
like I
you
said,
and
I
I like
love
the
her.
clothing and the whole
Yeah,
area, the
yeah.
era, should I say? But mm,
So I'm saying that to say she's a genius. I still, I love the fact that she does really good work, but she's trying to
yes,
appease
absolutely.
a whole range of people. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if she's
So
trying to appease or if that's actually, her mindset. So long story
well,
short is I'm not doubting that none of that any of that happened back in the day, because I'm sure it absolutely possibly happens now. But
I don't think it's necessarily her mindset. I think that if you want to have all those boxes clicked and you want to get your movies promoted and whatever, then you have to click those boxes. But I'm saying that to say that I was talking to my daughter who loves those kind of movies too. That she just completely switched and she watches everything that are Korean. I have to say the genre of Korean movies. Now, is everything perfect? I'm sure not. But there are
no,
a whole lot of lovely, lovely movies that are being
yes,
a lot of discretion, held back with
hmm
imagination. So, and not only Korean movies, but East Indian movies. I have to admit, this last weekend I watched one whole movie. I mean, because the movie was like 3 hours
mm,
long, and then she showed me another one that was like a series and lovely. I mean, the dressing and I mean, now there's still people dying, but they're not showing every single blood, guts, and whatever. And if there's a love scene, or if you're not going to see anybody naked, you're not going to see anybody's body parts. And I
hmm
am just so
over
relieved
it.
and so impressed. And I wanted to name the name of the I can't remember the names of the movie. I would have to write it down and try to pronounce them or enunciate them. But the director and the person who wrote the story of the two, I need to just put their name. I think I'll put their names in the comments after once I go to edit this one. Because I was just so in awe. And
Yeah,
and then this the dressing and the culture. And again, one of my friends whose friend would say, forgive me if I stumble over my words because my native language was stolen from me. You know, our native language, our native culture, everything. We don't even, you and I really truly can't pinpoint that we came from this specific, hopefully maybe the continent of Africa somewhere, but we would not ever be able to say specifically Nigeria or Ghana or Tanzania or, you know what I mean? I
that's
mean, only
because
God really knows where we,
yeah, it keeps moving. Where they say we're from keeps
yeah,
moving a little,
right,
a little. You get a little more samples from other
right,
people, and it moves a little. So it's like
yeah,
we know the continent, we just don't know the rest.
yeah.
So
And I think that it's interesting if you don't mind saying where your husband is from. And his hasn't changed, right? His is like been
oh,
pinpoint, and he doesn't get an email every 6 months saying, "Oh, well, we just did more research." And what? We're the only people whose is our the DNA is just floating around, the blood is just flowing
hmm
around, and we can't pinpoint
hmm
exactly where we're from. So I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we just said, like, say, when you think of kings and queens and royalty, someplace like Ethiopia. I would love to see the same type of movies that they have nice and clean cut that come from East India and Korea, to see them come out of like Ethiopia. And
yeah,
we're over the fact we don't want to keep seeing movies of single moms, single parenthood and crack and drugs, and that's not everybody's story. And I'm saying
that's
not
right.
saying we just
That's
want to have
not
nice
that's
clean
not
cut
most of
movies
our
too.
story.
Exactly.
That's not
And for
most
them
of
to
our story.
exactly. And for them to say that 70% of black households, that's a lie. So most of, I know I both has a mother and father, and with the parents where the kids grew up in the household with no problem. You know what I mean? So it's not as high as they're saying, and they just love to numbers and say that we're not. First of all, we are the way we are because of it was diabolical, and it was slated to go in that direction. As far as kicking the husbands out of the home so that the wife could get so that the wife could get money for food or whatever, or food stamps or whatever. So I know I'm taking this to a whole nother level here as far as going from Bridgerton to this, but I would really like to see good, clean cut movies where you can sit down and watch them with your grandchildren and not be afraid to leave the room and not know that the language is either going to be bad or somebody's going to be running around butt naked, you know?
Yeah,
But
facts.
so daughter of the Most High says, I like that excuse me, because my native tongue, my native tongue or life have been stolen from me. Yes, you know.
Mhm.
So again, I think that I'd like to put the name it would be cool if we could, you know, do an interview with the that I'm thinking really lofty and out of, you know, or to speak to the person who was the director of those movies, because a whole nation now there, I think that a lot of them are, you know, speaking of East Indian, and please forgive me if anybody's in the comments, but and feel free to politely correct me, but like Hindu religion and Muslim, and so those religions are very strict on not showing body parts and modesty, you know. So how do we have people who are saying that they're Christians and they still, that part of it is thrown out the window, you know what I mean, as far as the grit that we see in the movies. But anyway, that's my spiel, and that was my last point. Did you have another point? We're at 46 minutes now.
Wow, we're doing actually pretty good for today. All right, I told you how I decimated my garden, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so
Yep.
your father's sitting
So,
here. I bought two soups, one for our father and one for myself. And
oh,
and so I hear a little slurping, and our father is sitting here drinking my soup. It's
no.
okay. I told him it's a delicious soup. This one hospital makes a delicious soup that I made sure that when we had relatives here that they tried it too, because it's something that can buy inexpensive right here. Didn't have to go anywhere, and we ate soup. So your father seems to really enjoy it.
What kind is it?
So
What kind is
unfortunately,
it?
I won't be able to enjoy it.
Well, not until you get back to your car, and then you have to drive all the way back out to a different place and get more soup, right?
Yeah, not today.
Not today.
That's not going to
Not
be me
today.
today.
Yeah,
Because this has already been a whole day venture, and we still haven't seen the second doctor yet. It's a miracle she's going to see
yeah,
us.
yeah. But I do appreciate you jumping on, y'all jumping on. Show Daddy slurping enjoying his soup. He said, I said I was hungry. That is hilarious. That's hilarious.
So,
All right.
we'll be
All
nice and
right.
say, hey, is this second soup for me? Oh, no. It's like a whole brand new soup to him. Brand new soup.
Girl. Girl. Yeah, them walnuts and them almonds will hold them over a little bit. Give them a little bit of a, you know,
Well,
a boost.
shame on me for having him hold my bag, right?
You know, hey. He said, sure, I'd be happy to hold your bag. Uh,
So what else did I have? I had
yep,
oh,
yep,
we'll talk about that
yep.
next week. We're gonna talk about long-term care, skilled nursing, and home.
All right, and garden. Show us a picture of your garden. You might have to walk us out
I
there.
was gonna show you a picture of my sad garden.
Oh, mine's thriving right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to hire somebody yeah, keep me posted as far as the wedding and stuff like that. I know you're gonna still go, because if the wedding venue didn't have any type of damage, then that's good for her. I'm happy for her for
Yes,
that.
yes.
Um, but
Um,
okay. All right, now we're 48 minutes into it. We appreciate you all. We're gonna tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this video. We thank you for hanging in there with us. One of these days, my sister's not going to have an appointment on Tuesday, and she'll be right there home with her, have a room, have a little studio all set up with the lights and stuff on her. It's going to be hooked up and
um,
jamming.
so can I say that I don't have an appointment? Our father has appointments. Okay.
You said what? You don't have what?
I said I have no appointments. It's our father that has the
Well,
appointments.
I know. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And I do
So,
appreciate everything that you do. We love you,
mhm.
and we appreciate you. Everything that you do for him. Wait, so when I get there, I like to stay. Does Daddy still have his apartment, his little place? Because I think I'd
so,
like to stay there.
so August. till August. You could go ahead. That'd be your little resort for for the time of year. And that
Oh,
pool is
okay.
so beautiful right now.
Yes, it has a gym on the second floor and the pool. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm gonna close my eyes for the Most High. I'm gonna make pretend that I'm in Tanzania. Okay,
There you
or
go.
back in Jamaica somewhere. But until next week, we thank you and we appreciate you all, and thank you for all the new subscribers. And we'll talk more about not watching movies in the West. So look, this is banning movies in the West. I mean, just
Mm.
we just want something good and clean and fun and wholesome. That's all. Say again.
Weed through them. Weed.
Yeah, and we should share. If you guys know of a good, nice, clean movie that we haven't seen, that's like Pride and Prejudice, Belle, Emma, and some movie with some people of color. It's that time. It's that time. So if I have to, I'm not going to go to any theater, art school, whatever. But if we can get a group of writers together and figure out how to get some money together and make our own movies, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. And it can have, there's plenty of stories in the Bible that we haven't even seen that haven't come to life yet. So that would be cool too.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool too. So, all right, love you guys. What do we say? We say peace, love, and blessings. Thank you for watching. Until next week,
Thank you.
go back and watch some of the other episodes if you haven't, and we'll talk again next week. Ciao.
Ciao. Toodles.
Bye.